So, as far as like, I know I was looking at the Green Party website and learning more about you, and it seems like it looks like there are more Greens running in Maine than almost any other state. I mean, I didn't do the tally state by state, but there's a huge presence
Mhm.
of Greens in Maine. Is that a result of ranked choice voting, or is it because there was a lot of Green Party to begin with, or is it a little bit of both? I mean, why is there that trend?
Yeah, it's not because of ranked choice voting, although that will probably help more of them get elected. As I mentioned, there are 43,000 registered Greens in Maine. Maine only has, 1 million and not quite a half people. So even though 43,000 isn't a big number in your state, it's a pretty big number in Maine. The Green Party has been strong in the state legislature. Lots of Greens are on the school boards in there, our school board directors. So there's a long tradition of seeking elected office as Greens, and I don't think it's the result of ranked choice voting. It probably the reverse is probably true because the Green Party has been strong for a lot of years. Ranked choice
Ranked
voting
choice
did
voting.
get passed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, why do you think that is then? Then looking like big picture, why do you think Maine has connected with a green message, so much?
Well, Maine is vacation land, and that is because we still have lots of clean water and beautiful trees and lots of big forested areas that have not been turned to industrial purposes. Most Mainers live with a lot of room around us. We are independent. We are nice to each other. We can respect someone. You don't have to have the same politics as someone that lives down the road from you. You can still be neighbors and, borrow each other's thing or take care of the cat when you're on vacation. Maine has a strong tradition of electing independents. Our other senator, Senator Angus King, is an independent. He was governor of the state for 2 terms as an independent. So it's not unusual in Maine for people to switch parties, either to change their registration. Maybe they want to vote in a primary, or it's a very independent electorate, and we all have grown up around nature and the beauty of an unspoiled place, and we value it. We treasure it. Almost everybody has good memories of going out to their grandparents or uncle and aunt's little cabin on a lake somewhere. It's not fancy at all, but that's what you do in the summertime. So I think the green values of protecting our natural resources are here, and the Green Party values of respecting other people, not just tolerating, but welcoming diversity and saying, hey, if someone's not bothering me, or why would I bother them? It's a sort of a live and let live kind of state. There are exceptions, of course, and Portland is very artsy, metropolitan, small city, for a city, but compared to Los Angeles, it's minuscule, but it's very culturally alive. There's another thing about Maine is that it's been a sanctuary, or rather a asylum state for refugees seeking political asylum for many years. And so we have had successive waves of new Mainers who come from usually conflict areas, could be Central America, could be Africa. And that also makes us more, I think, open-minded, interested in hearing from other people and learning about their culture. I think the public schools in Portland have, many, many, many languages spoken. Another thing that's unique about Maine, and that may very well underpin some of what our greenness, is that, the tribes of Maine, the native people, have maintained their own territorial integrity. Of course, it shrunk considerably, but they were sort of the first colonized and the first to encounter European culture. And at the same time, they held on to at least a portion of their traditional hunting and fishing grounds. And I think that is a sort of an anchor for us here in Maine. I wish my ancestors, who prospered by stealing indigenous land and selling ice for profit. I wish that they had listened more to the wisdom of those indigenous elders who knew how to live sustainably. You know, they had been here at least 12,000 years before Europeans came. If we would listen to the indigenous elders' wisdom, we might not be in the mess we're in today with the climate crisis. And that wisdom is still here. There's still a big place in Maine where that wisdom is held.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together